Hey guys, what is up? Very good morning, Fabio here. Hope you're all doing well and welcome to this new daily market outlook. So as per usual, we're going to start off by analyzing the dollar index. So let's dive in and see what is going on. So to begin with, what we can currently see is this kind of usual pattern which I've mentioned before on these kind of pairs. Is that when you have a major swing high, and then for instance that is this swing high, and then you have a high coming close to that swing high but not taking the high actually out, and therefore taking out the stop losses situated above the high, it is very likely that the market will come back up to take out the highs of that highest high, to then see either a fake out or of course a breakout. But in a lot of situations, what you'll see is that fake out on that high and then a further retracement back down in towards the lows. So what we have over here in this particular situation, and let me show you guys this on the 4 hour, is that exactly. So look, over here we have that swing high. This high comes in towards the swing high but fails to take out the swing high. Then after a while, what you see is that the market comes back up in towards the swing high, takes out that swing high, and then sees that significant drop which we were looking for. So of course, this is just one 4 hour candle, doesn't really have to mean anything. Furthermore, it is also a star pattern at resistance, so this could also just be a bear trap, but it is looking bearish in some way. So looking at the daily time frame is just, yeah, it is super bullish. Currently going to be looking if we are going to be reaching that level of 94.742 and eventually also 94.777. But for that, let's just view the lower time frame real quick, because what we can currently see on the lower time frame is that we are situated within this area of demand within the market, right? So this is our basing structure, which caused us to move up in towards the highs and take out all this structure which we had over here. So to take out all of this structure, there was demand needed. Demand is situated over here, and therefore we are currently seeing a reaction from that area of demand. So let's see if we can hold this area of demand and move back up in towards this area of basing over here, which caused this massive drop in towards the lows. So these are the two main levels which I will be looking at over the course of this day. This is essentially your support area, which is demand, and this is essentially, your supply area, which is resistance. So the overall chart is just too messy to really cleanly analyze this pair. But for now, that is going to be my main focus for the day ahead. Essentially, also looking at Elliott wave, what you essentially have is a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. And now what we could see is a potential A and then a B up in towards supply, and then, for instance, a C further back down. But yeah, that's something for the future. Let's see what happens, guys. I'm just going to be waiting and seeing if we reach this level of supply, how we react to that, and then expect a further drop or further push up in towards those highs of 94.7. So yeah, let's head over to Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar, guys, and Aussie dollar on the higher time frame, like I've already said multiple times, is just so hideous. Looking at the overall structure, what we do have is a very important resistance line over here. That's around 0.73490. Let's say if we do start breaking above that line significantly, because that could be the case, and we don't really break through this lower recurring R, because look, this current low, we are kind of breaking it, but it's more just a fake out once again on the lows. Remember, guys, this is your swing low. This low comes close towards this swing low, doesn't take the swing low out, and then this low does take out this swing low, this first swing low. And then you know, okay, all stop losses have been taken out, and now we can start moving up, back up in towards the highs. So what I'll just be waiting for today is to see, okay, how are we going to be reacting to this line at 0.73490? Are we going to hold that area of resistance? Because if we do not, then I will be looking for higher price levels, eventually also this level over here, and eventually this level over here. So diving in towards, let me say, the 4 hour, looking at the current 4 hour and the daily, I wanted to look at the daily. So looking at the daily, there is not much structure to this overall impulse in towards the downside. Even though we do see some basing structures, it is a very messy impulse in towards the lows. So the only real clear area of supply for me would be this high over here, which is in line with my line over here at around 0.74398. I would then preferably leave out this line and just mainly focus on either 0.73490 and 0.74398. So if we can't hold this level of 0.73490, then I think we will start moving in towards that 0.74398. But yeah, like I said, overall chart is just so messy. I would still love to see some shorts back down in towards 0.71451 before looking for any potential longs. But yeah, again, there are much cleaner pairs on the market as of now, so try focusing on those. So let's head over to euro dollar. And looking at euro dollar at the moment, euro dollar is looking pretty bullish for more upside, in my opinion. If we just look at the overall structure, which we are currently seeing, is that we are rejecting this area of supply over here. So let's wait and see, guys. I'm very curious to see what is going to be happening at this area of resistance. Let's say we break that area of resistance, then our next level of main resistance is going to be this basing candle over here on the intraday time frame. Let's say we get a drop, then I'm expecting support forming to happen within this zone over here. So these are the free zones that you can copy onto your own chart and use to your advantage as areas of support and resistance. So that said, let's go to pound dollar. So pound dollar, guys, and pound dollar is very, very messy still. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be waiting for more upside today in towards this level over here, which is the base of this candlestick at 1.36950. Once we reach that level, I will be looking for shorts. This overall chart is just too messy for me to currently trade. If we look at this, it's just pure consolidation. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be waiting for higher price levels before interacting with this market. Of course, we had some very interesting setups over here once we saw that trend line break. So we had impulse, 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 and then essentially an impulse from here to here, which was a nice reaction to this imbalance candle over here. However, as of now, we are kind of failing to break this previous structural low. So just creating equal lows and are now moving back up higher. So let's see, guys. What I'm currently looking for on this time frame is to see how we react to this level over here. So yeah, this is my 1 hour level for today, and for the rest, not really any areas of obvious supply for me which are fresh, so therefore not really going to point anything out. Let's say we do move back down in towards lows, just wait and see how we react to this level of 1.35876, and for further upside I'll just be mainly monitoring 1.36950. Let's say we create new structure, so let's say we see a pullback, then push back up, then see a pullback back down, wait for supply to be created so that you can then look for longs once again. So that's pound dollar. Let's head over to Kiwi dollar. So Kiwi dollar, guys, and Kiwi dollar reacted pretty well to this zone which I shared yesterday, going in towards the 4 hour. 4 hour is just absolutely hideous, but it is looking in some way kind of bullish. I wouldn't be surprised if we do start moving up higher, in my opinion. The overall market is just so messy and so consolidative that I know that it's preparing for something big. So I think that what we'll see is potentially a push up, take out this high over here, which was not taken out by this high, and then move in towards this area of supply, and then, for instance, see that real drop occur, because a lot of people are already short, I think. So yeah, I think I'm going to be waiting for that. That is kind of what is favorable as of now, especially with such a messy market. What I'm going to be doing is drawing in this kind of like channel slash wedge, and essentially say that we have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and now I'm waiting for that 5th touch before the overall correction. So yeah, that is Kiwi dollar for you guys. Last pair, which is gold. Gold is just still consolidating. As we can see, yesterday we moved exactly in towards this line of 17.54.306, just missed 17.53.350 sadly, but yeah, nice to see that 4 hour level was holding beautifully. Yeah, for now, this is just consolidation. In my opinion, no real need in trading this. Maybe looking for some intraday time frame setups on, let's say, the 5 minute, because on the 5 minute you can always get those nice risk to reward setups, in my opinion. So try and mainly focus on that for tomorrow, because essentially, I'm just going to show you guys real quick. If you were to view this, for instance, as an uptrend over here, so this high, higher low, higher high, then essentially seeing the trend break, where did that trend break consist from, or start from, originate from? This area of basing, right? This basing candle over here caused this tremendous impulse in towards lows, exactly to that 4 hour level which I shared yesterday. So pretty much some nice precision over there. Then you can just draw in your fib from, let's say, all the way up here to down here. Then you see, okay, perfect 786 fib retracement alongside this area of supply, alongside this trendline break. And then what you can see is a very, very clean drop of approximately, what is it, 54 pips. So those are the kind of setups that I would be looking for in these kind of market conditions. No real need to be trading on, let's say, the 1 hour or 4 hour, as the overall structure is just too consolidative for my liking. So yeah, guys, silver analysis will be dropped in the community alongside some dollar CAD analysis. So make sure to join the free community. Links in the description down below. Thank you all for watching, and I wish you all a fantastic day. Thank you.